All right, let's talk about AI. We're going to demystify it. I know it sounds super complex, but you're about to see how it's already a huge part of your everyday life. So let's just dive right in.
No, seriously, you probably did. Whether you noticed it or not, AI has already woven into pretty much everything we do. It's running in the background, making things faster, easier, and, sometimes a whole lot safer.
That's the big question, isn't it? We hear the term AI thrown around everywhere, but what does it actually mean? Well, at its core, especially the kind that you and I interact with the most, is something called a large language model.
Think about it like this. Imagine a computer that's read basically the entire internet. Billions and billions of words from almost every book and website you can think of. But it didn't just store the info. It learned the patterns, the context, the vibe of human language. And that is what lets it understand what you're asking and shoot back a response that feels freakishly human.
Okay, but here's the catch, and this is super important. Once these models are trained, their knowledge is essentially locked in time. So if you ask your standard chatbot about today's news or what the weather is right now, it's just going to shrug. It's like talking to a brilliant historian who knows everything up to last year but has absolutely no idea what happened 5 minutes ago.
So now, let's get practical. Let's look at how this tech is already right there with you every single day, in ways you might not even realize.
See? You're using it all the time. Unlocking your phone with your face, that's AI recognizing your unique features. Searching your photo library for pictures of your dog? Yep, AI again. It's learned what a dog looks like. It can even detect if you've had a bad fall. But my personal favorite has to be call screening.
This is just a perfect example of AI doing the dirty work for us. An unknown number calls, and instead of taking the risk, you just tap screen call. The AI basically becomes your personal assistant, and it asks them what they want. You see a live transcript of their answer right on your screen so you can decide if it's a real person or just another scam. I mean, this feature actually saved someone from a $700 fine because what looked like a spam call was actually an important official notice. Pretty cool, right?
But okay, beyond just the practical stuff, AI is unlocking this incredible creative potential for everyone. This is where things get really, really fun.
This is the absolute magic of what we call generative AI. You don't need years of art school or to be a wizard with design software. You just need an idea. You just need the words to describe it, and the AI becomes your personal artist, ready to bring your imagination to life.
So let's just walk through an example together. You start simple. You type in a prompt, like this one, asking for a top-down view of a coffee cup. And bam, the AI gives you something to start with. It's a decent first try, but maybe it's not quite what you had in your head.
And this is where it gets brilliant. You don't have to start over. You just keep the conversation going. You tell the AI, okay, let's tweak that. Change the colors to browns and whites. And it just does it. It understands and adjusts the image, getting it closer and closer to what you're picturing.
And you can get even more specific. You can tell it to change the angle, play with the lighting, put it on a different background, whatever you want. It's a back and forth, a conversation. You're basically the art director, and the AI is your artist, just waiting for your next instruction until you get that perfect image, made from nothing but your words.
Feeling inspired? Want to try this yourself? Here are just a few free tools you can go play with right now. You can brainstorm ideas with ChatGPT, bring images to life with Pixverse, or even make a picture talk with the tool called HeyGen. I mean, the door to creating is wide open for everyone now.
But of course, with all of this amazing power, there are some pretty big risks. It's not all creative fun and games. We have to talk about the downsides.
One of the biggest problems is something people are starting to call AI slop. Basically, these AI models can hallucinate. A simpler way to put it, they just make stuff up. And it could be terrifying. Take this real example. Someone asked what to do about a smoke alarm that just kept beeping. And after a few normal suggestions, the AI's final advice was literally to take it outside and smash it.
And here is the absolutely critical part. The AI completely, totally missed the most important possibility, that the alarm could be warning of deadly, odorless carbon monoxide gas. By confidently giving the worst advice imaginable, the AI could have created a life-or-death situation. This is why you have to be so careful about just trusting what these things tell you. But the risks aren't just about bad advice. There are these huge hidden costs, too. The massive data centers that power all this AI, a lot of which are in places like Australia, they use a staggering amount of energy and water, mostly just to keep the servers from overheating. And then there's the human cost we never see. A global workforce of people who are paid very little to look at horrible, disturbing content just to train these systems.
So, with all these warnings in mind, where's all of this headed? Well, the next step in AI might be the most personal and profound evolution yet.
The next big thing is what's being called agentic AI. This isn't an AI that just waits for you to ask a question. This is an AI that acts on your behalf proactively. It's like a digital version of you, a digital twin that knows your goals, knows your habits, and gets to work on your day before you're even out of bed.
And we're talking way beyond just setting reminders here. This is an agent that could optimize your diet based on your real-time health data, solve work problems before you see them, and manage your finances to meet your long-term goals. It's a true partner for navigating your life.
And that brings us to the big final question, doesn't it? This goes way beyond convenience. This is about who we are. If a digital twin is constantly making the optimal choice for us, what happens to our own free will? To the value of making our own messy, imperfect, human decisions? It leads us to this really critical question. If your AI manages your life, who's really in charge? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.